Hey, 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 hey. How's everybody doing today? And hope everything is well with everybody. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I better turn off my phone. There we go. I'm only running 2 devices today. Wow. Nobody I'm modding for right now, so yay! We'll make it a quiet afternoon. So, let's jump right into the... Oh, kind of off screen here a little bit. There we go. Jump right into the comments. Goodness gracious. Laura was in here bright and early. And hi, Laura. Hedgehog Homestead. Wyatt Family Farm. Hi, Courtney. I was lurking. I chatted a bit. I was kind of bumping all around. Well, hang on. The old ticker might not tick here for a second. Marino's Mysteries. Goodness gracious, fella. I thought you fell off the earth or went for a walk near the ocean and fell in or something. Glad to see you, my friend. Hope you're feeling better and all that good stuff, and you're all back to your normal self. Vision Acres Homestead. That'd be my good friend Michael. Sorry about that, guys. Whoops. Fat finger moment. Stand by. I will not be defeated. And all handmade. Hello, Connie. Hope everything's well. Hopefully you're feeling better. And you're, I don't know how to say it, dealing with your loss and all that. Hopefully that been praying. Altruistic Farmstead, that would be the one and only Jen. And I'm sure she's got a kid hanging over her shoulder somewhere. But anyways, E3 Farmstead, thought you were going to be late today. You're early. That's amazing. Nice to see that you're early. I do appreciate that. And hopefully this morning went as planned. Well, what did I do? I pressed something. Oh. Christian, welcome. How are you? I missed it yesterday. Did you finally get your... I think it was you that just ordered a hoodie not that long ago. Hopefully you've got it. And I've now ordered it twice. First hoodie, they don't know whatever happened to it. I never received it. But that's not the only thing. Like, I'm waiting on, I don't know. I know of 5 different parcels coming out of the US right now. And they're well over a month getting here. But yet, Mike and Chelsea just sent me a replacement sticker because the one that they had sent me, I forwarded on to someone else. And anyways, I don't know if it's customs or if it's our mail or your mail, or I just don't get it anymore. You know, it used to be, oh, and Tammy, I won seeds on her channel back in July. Still waiting. So I'm chalking that one up to I'm not going to see seeds from Texas. Oh well, she tried, and that's all that one can ask. I've told her, you know, she was pretty adamant that she wanted to send me more, and I was like, no. Thank you very much for sending the first ones, but you know, I know it's only an envelope, but I still am very respectful of I don't expect people to send stuff multiple times. I'm actually humbled that they send it once. Outdoors with Big Matt. Hello, sir. Randy Cunningham. Hello, Randy. Hope everything's well with you today, sir. Joanne. Nice to see you. And there's my good friend from Scotland. Hello, John. Well, g'day, Mr. Jim. Nice to see you, sir. And we'll just keep it to ourselves that you're working really, really hard, but you're listening in one ear. It's just our secret. Rolling with Raquel. Tell me that was not today. That little short that you did with that 4-letter swearing white stuff. Because if it was you today, that means I'm probably going to get it Sunday to Monday. Hopefully it goes down south and Lila gets it. Or it goes up north and it just stays away from us. That's all I'm hoping. And I think I missed somebody. No. And hello, Julie. How are you? And how is Colorado? Hopefully everything's well. And everybody saying hello, which is great. Wow, we're already up to 16 people. You'd almost think that there's an announcement or something. That's all right. We'll get to that in all due time. And if you're, well, the Southern life. G'day, Landon. Hopefully everything's well in the hills of Tennessee. Hopefully Connor hasn't run any trees over, or Isaac hasn't, hit anything with the skid steer. We're going to have to do something about that, Mike. We have 16 watching and 12 thumbs up. Well, Mike, you have the power. Start ejecting. Because that's just not right. It's very simple. Kind of looks like that. And just smash it. Doesn't hurt. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody chatting. And there's my good friend from Sussex, UK. Hello, Craig. Hopefully everything's well over there. And Heather Hopper. Hello, neighbor. Homestead family reclaimed. Hello, Michael. I understand, Landon. They're both daily occurrences, but, maybe one day the good Lord will put a little buffer in between and they won't run stuff over. And as long as they're not running over you or Pa, and they're both safe, yeah, it's a good week in the bush. Absolutely, John. It looks just like that. Just smash it away. And Beverly, welcome. And I think I hit the bottom. Oh, that's in due time. That's like a record for me. 10 minutes, and I've already got said hello to everyone. So, Raquel, I don't think you did answer me. Is that snow today? Oh, this morning when I let the dogs out. Chris, go watch the short on You're Always Wanting Snow. Go have a look at Raquel's short she put out this morning. Man, oh man. I'm not ready for it. But you know what? I can remember having snow in the middle of October till well into April. But the way that the weather patterns have been here, we get snow until Christmas. And then the first couple of weeks of January, we get a thaw. And then really there's only a month and a half left. By the end of February, we're already starting to melt because we start tapping the trees usually the first weekend in March. And normally a week after that, we start the freeze thaw cycle. And that there, you're +5 during the day, around -5 at night, which is just perfect syrup weather. And yeah, they produce. It was snowing here in Illinois this morning. Didn't amount to much. Well, hopefully it stays in Illinois. Because I've seen down south getting more snow than we are up north. I'm okay with that. It's drifted to my knees in many places. Goodness gracious. Was that just overnight or was it like snowing yesterday too? Yeah, Brenda, one day at a time, right? You go run into town. I won't be here a whole long time today. I've got to also go do some running around. We normally order pizza Fridays. It's just something we have always done. But now they don't want to order pizza anymore. They want Dad's pizza. So I got to run over to the grocery store and pick up a couple things. And I think I'm going to have the whole family plus some here tonight. So the pizzas will just start flying out of the oven. I'll charge them the same as pizzeria, but I don't think I'll get any money out of them, but it's worth a try. Heck, if they wash the dishes, I'd be happy. So yeah, I'm doing all right, Brenda. Been better, been worse. Got up this morning, could walk. It's a good day for me. And Darren, Thorhaven Farm. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing awesome today. Just went out a bit for deer, but the wind and rain is brutal right now. Oh, it's beautiful here. It's windy, but it's chilly. Like it's not. It's cool, but not damp. So it'd be a good day to be. Tomorrow morning, we're supposed to have a heavy frost today. So I may get up with the boys in the morning and go go over. They've now picked up on the trail cam. We now have 3 bucks over at the farm. And one's a half decent size. The smallest one is, Rob thought he could count 5. I counted 4. And somebody else counted 6 point. So we're just going to have to wait. We can't bait here in Ontario. And actually, I think it's all of Canada. We're not allowed to bait. You can bait up till a month before. Yeah. See, that never used to be a problem because one of our main places to hunt was in the middle of nowhere. It used to be an old homestead, and it was an apple orchard. The deer, they almost had a tint of apple taste to the meat because that was their main diet, was grass and apples. But that farm is no longer with that family, so no more hunting with there. So it snowed for about 24 hours. Ugh. Well, better you than me. You normally, guys, let me try that over again. You guys normally get snow, though, this time of year, do you not? Well, I shouldn't say that. We normally have snow by now. But I will take the no snow as long as it will stay. Appreciate that, Courtney. Oh, absolutely, Brenda. I won't get a darn tootin' thing, and I'll have to do the dishes also. Probably. Or 36. It's been snowing since Wednesday afternoon. Stopped yesterday late evening. Ooh, that's a pretty significant first snow. I know you guys are normally cold as whatever, but I shouldn't say that. I've only been to Winnipeg twice. Once coming east and once going west, and then I dropped down into the U.S. That was a great run I did. I went from Montreal, Canada to St. Louis, Missouri. Picked up outside of St. Louis a Styrofoam, like takeout container kind of things. Full load of those, which was, I think it was 7,000 or 8,000 pounds. Ran that to Delta, BC. Dropped in Delta, BC, picked up a load of tires for Prince George, BC, and then deadheaded all the way back to Calgary, and then picked up some pellets, some kind of pellets that they use in New Jersey. And I ran that back to New Jersey. I got held up by gunpoint. Leaving New Jersey, one of our trucks got into a low bridge, and I had to pick up the driver. And on the way, a not so nice fella jumped up on the side of my truck, stuck a 45, right about here. He wasn't too smart because he got my Play wallet. I did quite a bit of New York City deliveries. My good wallet was in the back of the truck. I kept the Play wallet with all expired cards and Canadian Tire money and Monopoly money. I had a $1 US bill and a $1 Canadian bill on either side. So whenever he looked, he saw that there was American money in it. He jumped down off the side of the truck and ran away. Not a pleasurable thing. I still have nightmares about that today, but I'm here. And he got about $2.50. That's all he got. And a whole bunch of expired cards that weren't even mine. They were like play cards. Hopefully he had fun spending his $2.50. Oh, so you guys can bait in Quebec. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're not allowed to, but it's a farm. There's cattle. We have salt licks everywhere. Deer like salt licks. We're not baiting. It's for the cattle. Yep. That's our story, and we stick to it. Oh, I know you guys can, Chris. You can bait. Geez, you can you could lead a deer to a paddock and then shoot them down there, for goodness sakes. Backlash Fisherman. Hello, sir. And thank you. Thank you. It's been, I went up as high as 355 last night. And whenever I woke up this morning, I was back down to 348. And now I think I'm back over 350. I'm not sure. It'll bounce around that 350 for a while. Um, kind of. Lord Gardner Josh. Well then, have we got true royalty in here now, Josh? But I like the name change. Alrighty. That's it. Unfortunately, the laying hens, and well, we don't have any more meat birds left. They're all in freezer camp. Oh, that's hilarious, Josh. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, thanks, Mike. Like I said, been up and oh, that's awesome, Matt. You're at 142. Congratulations. I whenever I first started out, I jumped up to about 150, and then it went back down, and I played around that 150 for about 3 weeks. But it was all in fun. So if you're watching it on a rerun, what I'm about to announce after is, hey, not going to say this one fast. AZ Homestead, Highland Homestead. My apologies. And nothing like a good old Highland. But I'm a bit partial. And so is Darren. Once you go Highland, you won't go back. That's what I say. And I'm just looking here. Don't say I've never done anything for you, Marino. Raquel, I did the same thing. And you saw how long I was stuck at, like 300. I was stuck at 300 for 2 months. Well, not quite, but about maybe 5, 6 weeks. But just go up, back down, up, back down. So it's like, yeah. But again, I try not to watch, but it doesn't matter what you do now. It seems to be right in front of you. And yeah, that's so awesome, Darren, that you guys hit the 1K last weekend. And how many watch hours do you need again? Yeah, boy, Troy, catfishing. Hello, welcome. And yeah, feel free to smash that thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll start throwing some links out here very, very shortly. Why did they put your earlier? So, funny you say that. Last week, I got 1 watch hour for both my lives. One was, we averaged between 20 and 30 the entire time. And I was on for just over 3 hours. And I got 1 watch hour. Friday, I ranged about 19 people, and I got 0 watch hours. Explain that to me. I just kind of exhaled and went, well, all right, whatever. Again, it's their playground. If I don't like it, I guess I can go in other places. But Oh, absolutely, Matt. Um, I looked and I'm just under 2,200 watch hours with 350 subscribers. So I'm doing all right. And I've had a lot of people tell me that get your watch hours up and you know really start working hard because you want everything to go in your first year, because if not it all resets and then you got to fight just as hard to get. Now watch hours are based over 365, so I really didn't start getting a whole lot of watch hours till July, but it's just the um, uh, sorry guys, it happens every now and again. Since my operation, it just, I'm focused, I know what I'm doing, and then it's like, squirrel, I forget. Anyways, we'll get back to it. I'm confused. I had 230 watch hours 2 weeks ago, and now I have 100. Yeah, welcome to YouTube. Don't try to figure it out because you'll never do it. And I'm told that there's nothing we can do because 99% of it's now done through computers. You look at Crazy Ed. If he didn't have bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. He's been monetized now for, I'm going to say, the best part of 4 or 5 months. They still haven't sent him his code to get his money, which I don't think is right at all. It's, thank you, Andale. And oh, g'day, Drops. I should have seen the drop. I missed it. And Drops. It rained so much last night, nearly slipped in the coop. Ooh, that would have been shitty. Yeah, you guys are crawling right quick too. I just looked here earlier. I'm going up anywhere from 23 to 44 new family members a week, which, you know what, I'm okay with. As much as I'd like to say, yay, I want to keep growing the way that we are. Mike, I think you can attest to the same thing. Most of the people that we have interact in our channel, which views is what it really matters. And I've got, I'm just, after I release my stuff this weekend, I should have over 15,000 views. So that's pretty good for a fella back in March, April, who was doing a few videos just to have it for family use. I'm kind of having fun with it. And I received a couple messages this week, you've really got to start building yourself. It's not who I am. I'd rather see other people build. I'm okay with it. I'd rather share the community and, I become like Matt, what Michael just said. I don't have subscribers. I have friends and family members. And most of them are family. And, I don't mind getting emails and questions, and I'll help anybody whatever way I can. Some people like it. I've only had a few that don't. but that's on them. It's not on me. I'll help anybody out, but I don't do drama. Drama's not my forte. Didn't do it in high school. Sure as heck's not doing it now in this stage of my life. So that's awesome, Mike. You know, I'm plucking along right behind you. What we got to do is get that E3 going. We got to get him a kick in the butt. Either that or we're going to be wearing tutus with our, walking with our canes. I'm just playing with you, Chris. It's all good. Hey, if I'm not making fun of you, I'm going to be making fun of somebody else. So it is what it is. But without further ado, I've been working on, well, the other part of my channel, which I'll get to that. I have a couple people lined up. And if you have any ideas, okay, don't put it in the comments. Send me a message. My email's going across. My email's in the About page. It's about 3 or 4 different places. Whenever I was going through all my health issues, there was nowhere really to reach out. And quite often you felt alone, scared. And that wasn't fun. That was probably one of the worst things because it led to a lot of mental health issues. And just stuff that it wasn't, you know, if I could help alleviate somebody of that before they get into somewhere where I've been or friends of mine have been. I have a lot of people that have reached out to me already, and I've asked a few. Those of you that are around my first, like, what I plan on doing is a series on addictions. And what happens, like, you know, different addictions, you know, how can it affect your work, everything else. I've been asked to do one on PTSD. I have a bunch of people that have already offered to help me on that one. Am I a medical expert? Absolutely not. And there will be a disclaimer right at the front. Nobody is to be held liable. It is strictly for information. And if I can get through to one person, it's all good. If we can turn one person's mental thoughts positive from a negative, or even if we've put a smile on someone's face, that's a positive. I just want to reach out. There's nowhere really that I've found that has this. That's why, sorry guys, they're still combining the corn, and yeah, I've got the house locked up and whatever else, windows closed, and I must be allergic to corn dust because my allergies have gone crazy. Hopefully they are going to finish today, and then they'll move on to the other fields that are far enough away from the house that it won't affect us. But man, it's the first year that that corn dust is actually, excuse me, has actually started to bother me. But yeah, getting back to that other channel, I just want that's why I asked folks, should I split my channel? Should I keep it together? And everybody said, I've heard, I've got private texts, emails, comments. Don't split your channel. Too many people are splitting channels because they want to try to double up on their money. And that didn't even cross my mind. And I'm like, okay. And like they said, if you do it, those people that are here for that will watch that. So have a private, or not a private, but have a playlist for that side of the channel and a playlist for this side of the channel. And like they said, there's some people that may know somebody, and everybody may gather information from it. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to try to reach out to a couple other folks with PTSD. That'll probably be a 2 or 3 part series. And it's not necessarily going to be based fully off of military input. There will be a good amount. My daughter's been diagnosed with PTSD due to a life trauma. I can't fix it. But if I can learn more about it, I may be able to help her cope more with it. So it's just stuff like that. Like I said, addiction is huge. Dealing with pain and addiction go hand in hand. You wouldn't believe how many people come up to me, and I'm talking health professionals. Oh, you've been on these so long, so you're a not a druggie, but you're addicted to drugs now. No, I'm very fortunate. I know I've got an addictive behavior, so I try to keep one step ahead. And it's worked for me. Does it work for others? I don't know. And it's stuff like that. Oh, yes. I'll reply back to that email. But yeah, that's going to be the other channel. And that wasn't really the announcement, but I just wanted to let you know that is still coming. Trying to line everybody's schedule up is like, oh boy, it's real hard. Fallen Arkansas veterans. Hello, Charles. How are you, my friend? I just want to try to get to the bottom of the chat again. I'm doing pretty good today. Absolutely, Andel. Just to let people know that they're not alone. And I want to try to make it as safe an atmosphere as I can in an open forum. Are we going to be able to keep out the trolls and whatever? No. Hopefully, some have hearts. Most don't. Some do. But I want to try to keep it as positive as I can. And, just to let people know that if they're having issues or, I know for one, I can probably contact 6 people right now that are in the chat and say, somebody's inquiring about this. Whoops. You know more about it than what I do. Would you talk to them? I know damn well they'd say yes. And it's just, again, expanding the community. And we've got such an amazing community to start with. I know myself. All right, Brenda, you take care. Be safe. I did feel alone, scared to no ends, but got through it. And the good Lord worked through my surgeon's hands. And I was wheeled into the hospital because I couldn't walk anymore. Hell, I couldn't feed myself anymore. And I walked out eating. And yes, I walked out. Should I have? But no damn way. I was wheeled in, I was walking out. And, touch wood. It's been, it was September 25th and the 19th. I still have some issues, but I can still walk, talk, maybe talk a little bit too much, but I guess that's why they call me the Rambler. Well, MT Homestead. Hello, Terry. Hey, Scott, we're on the road driving home. Well, be safe. You don't want to be playing bumper cars. Just about home. I'll talk to you later, sir. Okay, Matt. Safe rest of your travels. And have a blessed weekend with the family. And I believe you said you were going to meet up with a couple other folks this weekend and do some fishing. So I know you'll be right in your glory all weekend. Andel, don't split. I say go to channels. Oh, Andel, I'm not going to. I'm not splitting my channel. I have a lot of people that could probably benefit from both. And I have some people that I know will not watch that other side. And that's okay. I'm totally okay with it. And you know what? If I get one person watching the other side to start, it's a win. Because that one person may be able to talk to one person who will talk to one person who will talk to one person. And that's what I want. I want this to snowball. I'm not looking for fame, fortune. I'm looking to help people be human again. Right or wrong? Again, I'm not in it for me. I'm in it to help others. Sorry, just seeing that Arkansas. Oh. Yeah, you see drops. Mine isn't. My doctors are not pill pushers. If I don't take my meds, I don't move. It's just what it is. I've got 3 holes in my spine. About the circumference of that, about 1 inch. So there's a hole at the back in 3 different places because my spinal cord, there's so much buildup inside of my column that my spinal cord was getting crushed. So they had to cut off. So they cut off the back of my spine from my ears to midway down my shoulders. They lifted out the whole back of my spine, and they were able to do some scraping. They were able to take out my spinal cord, scrape, chip, drill, put it back in, and in 3 different spots, they had to leave the back off my spine so that my spinal cord could go up and back down, up and back down, and up and back down. It's the only reason why I'm walking today. So without a little bit of get up and go, like I was taking, oh my goodness, 1530. I was taking about 80 milligrams of long-term morphine and about 120 to 140 milligrams of morphine to move before my surgery. Now I take 30 long-acting in a course of a 24-hour period. And I might take 20 short-term. Like, I've just cut my meds way back. My doctors are freaking. They don't want me to be able... They don't want me to be in pain. But again, I'm getting back to my first thing. I know I have an addictive personality, and that's why I'm not going to be considered a druggie. And I've got an amazing doctor who believes in pain management. I make all my own oils here at the house. I know what I am taking. And my CBD, I do it all myself. My dad couldn't walk. He was in the military for about 5 years. And he was dealing with heavy artillery and whatever, and just the years of banging around. And then, he was in construction, and he, up to, I guess about a year and a half ago now, he finally listened to me. I'm like, Dad, try CBD. No, I'm not taking that. I'm not going to be a druggie. I'm like, you're not going to be a druggie. There's nothing in CBD other than, it's not going to make you high. Well, I don't think I can. I'm like, try it, Dad. Well, what's in it? So I told him exactly what I put in it. I use 3 ingredients. That's it. The man went out and bought a motorcycle this year. 77. He's driving a motorcycle now. He's on his feet all the time in the woodworking shop up on base. He's actually the vice president of their woodworking shop. Like, he started, like, if it was legal for me to sell it, I'd be a millionaire now. And he'd just be my, look at what this stuff does. He could barely walk to get out of a chair. He takes now 0.3 of a milligram per day. And he is in next to no pain. He's walking. He's got his balance back. He's now on a motorcycle. I just, and that there, off of 0.3 of a milligram of CBD has pretty much given him back his life at that age. And my she's had knee replacements and whatever else. She now takes it. And it's helped their quality of life to no end. Am I trying to sell people on it? No. I'm just saying what works. And I tell you, I've tried everything. I've, um, one of my good friends that's a teacher here, high school teacher. He's been a firefighter forever and ever and ever and a day. And he had to quit firefighting because we're all volunteer here. He had to quit because he couldn't handle the pain that he'd be in whenever they'd get a call. And like he said, he was going to be a liability, and he didn't want to have somebody die because he couldn't do his job to the fullest. And he started having problems sleeping at night. So I made him a concoction of THC. But he doesn't want to be stoned. So I diluted it, and it just gives him enough to go to sleep. I know some people say it's a gateway drug, and I agree. But use sparingly, and CBD, that stuff is a miracle drug. But that's just my 2 cents. Now that I saw a squirrel, went somewhere else, now I must get back at the congratulations to Meow. Thanks, Greg. It was definitely nice to see that flip over. I was sitting at 349 last night, and I sent a good friend a message, and I'm like, I'm stuck at 349. I got a message back within a minute. Now you're at 350 now. I'm like, oh, thanks. So I've had about 4 people tell me that they were number 350. And then they just keep taking it away from me again. And then I go back up. It's quite funny. And Terry talking. I would watch Scott. Oh, and that's what I mean, Connie. That's why I'm going to keep it one channel. And I'll just put a playlist that health. I don't know. I haven't come up with that side yet. And that's what I plan on doing is I'm just going to keep one. And hey, Joe. Garden State Gardeners in town. Shh. I had a bulging disc that was squeezing on my spinal cord. I had the canals, the spine narrowed nerve, 2 vertebrae, fake bone fused together. Yeah. So I've had my neck. Plus, I've also had my lower back L5, S1, L5, something like that. I had partial discectomy there 16 years ago. And I need another. But they'll have to fuse it like what they did my neck. So they're saying that I am... They're saying... Somebody want to get rid of that? Yeah, they're saying that my next one is going to have to be fused with rods like what my neck is. And thanks for the call. Seriously? I got no time for that. If you see it come back, just block. There. I'm seeing a lot more than what you guys are, but I don't understand why. Anyways, if you're going to stay in the chat, at least be respectful. And we don't need any of that spam and crap. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm still due for some replacements. Yeah, no, I see you're doing an awesome job. Blue Farm, hello. Anthony, hello, welcome. Thanks, Mike. So, okay. Further ado, we won't worry about that. If you don't want, guys, just don't even look at the chat for now and let them have fun. You know, small minds locked in mama's basement. But what do you do? Hey, Rebecca. Thanks, Mike. And okay, so the big announcement. Long before everybody started interviewing folks, I had asked about 4 different channels if I could interview them. And now the one has actually been since the sulfur meeting or the sulfur get together, Brandon Stephanie's meetup. So that one there, we're still trying to work out dates. But next Friday, I have the honor of Casey from Ormsby Farms is going to be on. And we are so fortunate. He's doing some, how do I say this? He's got his Christmas stuff going to start coming out, and yeah, we're going to have a good meeting next Friday, the 19th. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You can't, Anthony. That's the problem. He's not a troll. He's a hacker. He's in through the back door. He's using IVSPs and whatever else. There's nothing you can do. He's locked in mama's basement, off his meds, doesn't know what to do. So, Homestead Aquarius. Hey, buddy. How are you? Nice to see you. And so, yeah, what I wanted to do today for, the next hour or so is go ahead and for those of you who are going to watch us on the rerun, put in the comments what questions you'd want me to ask Casey next Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. to be 100% honest, God only knows what's going to come out of Casey's mouth. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully he'll have his, he's telling me that there might be a discount code. And yeah, I think, what a fool. Anyways, like I said, it's sad that, people have to sit in mama's basement in the corner with a little laptop and try to ruin people's fun. But I can see this one being, no, I can't. I've already tried, Matt. He's got 29. He was respectful. Now he's just being anyways. That's okay. They know who it is. It's just a matter of time before they come knocking at mama's door and go pay him a visit. Okay, Connie, you take care. And God bless, and we will see you, next week. Or I'm sure we will... Rebecca, type in Ormsby Farms. If one of my mods want to drop Casey's link, if you're not subscribed to Casey, you can. And he's just, him and his family are on a homestead. They make, oh gracious. You name it, Casey does. He can, I think he's doing candles now, and he's got beard oils or beard balms, and he's got, yeah. And he's just funny. What? Oh, Anthony, no. He's trying to delete the hacker. The chat moved. He pressed you by mistake. That's all it is, Anthony. Yeah, bye, Harv. Next time, just be respectful. I've always been nice to you. So, have a good day. Mountain Grandma, howdy. If you guys were not in Bland's last night, you better go back and have a look. Between Tammy singing and Terry and Mike being interviewed by Monica and the diva, Eric. Yeah, no, nothing was meant by it, Anthony. I've done it. You just, what we tend to say is you got caught in the crossfire. Friendly fire. No, he understands, Joe. It's all good. I appreciate every one of my mods. You guys are awesome. I truly. So yeah, Rebecca, go ahead, click on Ormsby Farms, Rebecca. You will enjoy them. There's Matt, his brother, Casey, his brother's girlfriend, and their mom. They're moving. Spamming on my channel is totally disrespectful. And if you can't see that, we're not going to see eye to eye. Have a good one. yeah, if you didn't see Tammy singing last night in the interview with Mike and Terry, you got to go back and watch it. It was a lot of fun. And it was how do I say it? It was hey, Laura, are you still in here? I already did. Haven't seen or watched it. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect you to. You've only heard about them for 5 minutes, but anyways, you really have to not only go watch Tammy's performance from last night, but if your fingers are all right, guys, after that run in, if you could put up Mount Grandma's link and go over, subscribe to her channel, and she's got more singing and playing. And from there, you'll be able to subscribe to her husband's channel. There's also more singing, and they're a very musically inclined family, and beautiful, beautiful voice. So it was touching, and it was a nice day right from start to finish yesterday. You know, giving blessings to our fallen, our vets, our, still serving. Hey, Mike. How are you, sir? And so, yeah, if you guys want to go ahead, you can start throwing out some links. I would much appreciate it. And Mr. Kirkpatrick, how are you doing, Ed? I appreciate you to stop by and say hello and smash that thumbs either on the way in or on the way out. And guys, if you're watching it on the rerun, wow, I think I need a little something in my Pepsi. If you're watching it on the rerun, please hit the like button or the dislike button, either one. It truly helps in the views. Yes, I get a view whenever you're watching, but I would prefer to I'm getting quite a few views, and it depends on the day. The lives aren't really getting a whole lot of thumbs up, but I'm getting a ton of views. So I'm not, I'm a little bit, I don't know what to think about that, but it is what it is. Because I've heard from people and they enjoy the lives, and the lives aren't going anywhere, because I find this so much more personable than just putting out videos. With my health, this kind of helps. Yes, perfect, Joe. That's great. Joe's got a giveaway going, and it's well worth the money. And Joe, you want to hope that one of us Canadian people win it, because you're going to save yourself money. I know how much you said you paid for yours, and I looked the price up here, and it's cheaper here in Canada. Not sure how. Because if I don't win, I've got to try to figure out how I'm going to start my seeds inside here in the spring. So that means I'm going to have to come up with an invention. I guess I could just wire it up with lights. I don't know. So everybody just kind of think about any questions. I'm sure quite a few of you already know who Casey is, but if not, go watch their content. He is a great channel. And Casey is a hoot. And I'm sure the interview could be going. Okay, Mike. Sorry, I know I've got Mike, and Mike going here today, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot about Mike too. I'm just making sure that nobody's putting stuff in the chat that I'm not seeing. No. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free whenever this gets put back up to Karen from Texas. Hello, Texas. Hopefully you're a lot warmer than we are here. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We're not that bad. I think I looked, we're just over 50, I think, today. 56. So it's actually pretty nice since the last time I had the dogs out earlier this morning. And it was chilly. But I'll take 56 in the middle of November in Canada. Considering, 2 provinces over, poor Raquel's walking through snow up to her knees. And yes, Big Matt is from Texas as well. There's actually a couple people. And then if Mike and Terry are still in here, they're in North Texas. But yeah, so leave me if there's anything you guys want to ask Casey. And like I say, I'll come on, do my mail stuff, whatever, and then I'll bring Casey on probably about, I think I bumped the time up. I've got to just watch for the advanced, not warnings, but the notifications. Friday's live might change the time a little bit because I know Casey had something, and next Friday I've actually got my furnace people here as well. And so say a prayer for me, because if I've got to switch out a furnace. Still don't know how the hell that's going to happen, because they're about $5,000, because I'd have to switch over. Right now I'm on oil, but they're not putting any more oil furnaces in here because they want to try to get away from somebody having 900 liters or what would that, whatever 100-gallon tank, or I don't know what the conversion would be for that, but they want tanks out of the houses, and I would have to go to propane. So needless to say, that'll be about a $5,000 touch. And that would just suck right now, because all I want for Christmas is not a new furnace. But if that's what he has planned for me, I guess then we're getting a new furnace. But I was hoping to get a couple more years out of this one. But let's see here. I'll throw up the link if anybody wants to come up and chat. That's great. What time is it? Yeah, got about another half hour, 45 minutes before I've got to head out. I can't believe I actually have to do something on one of my Thursday or Friday. This isn't good. Poor planning on my part. Probably due to I've been procrastinating for the last week. There's my brother from a different mama.
Oh,
Yeah, one of those days.
yeah, let me tell you.
Oops. Oh, where'd you go? There you are.
You kicked me out.
I didn't kick you out.
So I get here and knock on our bedroom door this morning, and Jacob's like, Dad, don't you work today?
Oh no.
At 7:30.
And you're supposed to be at work for 7:30 or 8.
No, I don't have to be here till 8, but I'm usually here around 7:45. Between 7:40 and 7:45 because I also screen all the employees.
Oh, okay.
So I tend to get here early so that I can try to catch all of them before 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, he knocked on the door and I rush to get ready and I get out the house and I get almost to the stop sign at the end of our dirt road and he calls me. He's like, hey, where you at? I was like, almost to the end of the dirt road. Why? He goes, you forgot your wallet. I was like, oh, crap. So I had to wait on him to bring me my wallet. So I called our acting nurse manager and I was like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, working. I was like, I overslept. I'm on my way. I won't be late. She's like, okay.
That's my worst. Whenever I was working, that was my worst fear. I
Well, and I know what it was. I turned my alarm off for Thursday
Oh, right.
and forgot to turn my alarm back on this morning.
Back on.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's not
And
funny, but it throws your whole day off.
yeah. Well, what cracked me up is that one of our other one of my other coworkers forgot to turn her alarm off on Thursday. And so her alarm went off at 3:45. So it's like one forgot to turn it back on, the other one forgot to turn it off.
Yep. Yeah.
I was just glad of the time change because if it wasn't a time change, it'd have been 8:30 when I woke up instead of 7:30.
Yeah. I just hate being behind the 8 ball because it just seems like you're fighting the entire day. Even though it's literally half an hour, you feel like you're digging and you're spinning your wheels for the rest of the day.
Well, it was funny because I got here and there was like one patient in the parking lot. But I knew it wasn't going to be a huge deal because a lot of people took the day off today. So I knew, I
Okay.
was like
You make it like a
a
full
4 day
weekend.
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So um, I knew it wasn't going to be super busy today. I'm just glad it happened today instead of on a Monday when there's like 50 people lined up at the door at 8 o'clock.
I'm sorry. I'm just seeing. I just saw Raquel's had to time somebody out. I'm just trying to see what was going on.
Hmm. But I got through my interview
So,
in 30 minutes.
Do you know anything or?
I asked how long it would be before I would know something. They said that they would be turning in all of their information over to HR next week, and from
Okay.
there it's in HR's court, and they don't have a clue how long it'll be.
But this is full time and not
A
like a
full
contract
time,
position.
yep, it'll be a permanent position.
Okay. Everybody say a prayer for Craig. For Craig. Sorry, I'm reading Craig's message over there for Chris. Goodness gracious. Call you whatever. Just don't call you late for dinner.
That's right.
So what's
So
planned for the weekend?
I don't know that I have a plan right now for the weekend.
Keep it that way. Keep it.
I know this afternoon when I get off work, I'm going into Arkansas. Me, Sarah, and Jacob are going over and having dinner with her mom and stepdad. So,
Doesn't she work tonight?
who, Sarah? Sarah don't work.
Oh, she's not doing that other one anymore? I kind of didn't think so.
No. So what happened was everything was going good, and then like one of the people that she worked with, like one of the other, I guess, owners / whatever they are,
Okay.
and like her boy toy, like she would bring him up there, and they would all but straight up freaking go to town.
Mm-hmm.
They were drinking all the time.
Wow.
There was what was the final straw that broke it was that there were some teenagers that were coming in who hadn't washed their hands, hadn't done anything, and was messing with the dough, the dough and everything for the donuts. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm out.
Well,
Can't do it."
that's it. Like she doesn't need to have her name dragged through the mud for, people. Yeah.
Well, and she was hired to work like 2 or 3 days a week, and she was there almost every day.
Take care, John. Have a great weekend. And also, if you guys can post John's channel as well, please. He doesn't do. He does a whole lot of really neat things over in Scotland, and shows us around Scotland, and it's well worth it. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, you're fine. So I told her, I was like, "Yeah, we don't need that. You
No,
don't need
no.
that."
No. One person to get sick, and no. Then your name's dragged through the mud, and
Yep. They've been trying to get her to come back. They were like,
bye, Heather.
so what happened? Why'd you leave? And, it didn't have anything to do with, it didn't have anything to do with like the people she worked with, or, there were just
Okay.
certain things that were, taking place in the wee hours of the morning that, could have been potential shutdown hazards, and she was like,
Yeah.
and it was like, no matter, she's like, I don't agree with this, it should stop, and it just didn't. So,
Well, and that's it. Like, she's not into, you know, the kiddie side of, she's not into all these kid games.
right.
And that's the problem, is even up here, they can't get people to work.
Well, and the crazy thing is that these people that, like, the people that are doing the majority of the issues are all older than her.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Some as much as 15 years older than her.
Yeah, that just. Hey, Carmel. Congratulations on that beautiful little baby. Carmel's a grandma now.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, healthy little baby. But
well, I guess if you look at it, I guess I'm a grandpa to a kid, to a goat kid.
I was gonna say it's a little fuzzy, but yeah. But hers will walk and talk.
Yeah.
And if yours talks, you're rich.
Amen to that. Maybe I should try to teach her.
Well, you did teach Jacob. Just saying.
I didn't teach him to talk or walk.
Well, no, but later in life, you've helped him, so you might be able to do it. Between the two of you, you might be able to get the goat to talk.
It's a possibility. He actually came to me yesterday. He come in from school and was like, hey, since I'm working 3 days a week instead of 2 days a week, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I'm thinking about taking $100 to have the spending money and leave the rest of it in the bank. And I was like, I said, what I would really like for you to do is look, we'll sit down and we'll figure out, okay, this is your portion of the phone bill. This is your portion of the insurance. This is your portion of the food and whatever. And then you go, okay, I make $600 a month. I know that I need gas, food, bill money. So you're like, okay, it's going to cost me $200 in fuel a month. So you set that aside. That's already spent. Then you go, well, it's going to cost me $100 a month in phone and insurance. So you set that aside. I said, now you're down to $300 left. I said, I would rather you do it that way so that you get into the habit of going, okay, bills, bills, gas, or bills, food, gas, are the first things that you look at and not secondary. That way you always know that you have the money to cover your bills, your food, and your gas. And then whatever is left over, you can either keep in savings or that's your spending money.
Yep.
And, he was like, well, I don't have that information. I said, well, we can sit down and get that information for you so that we can, start getting you into that habit. I said, because I would rather you be in the habit of doing that now so that you're prepared for when you actually have to do it instead of, oh no, I've got all these bills and now I don't have any money. And then you trying to have to backpedal and figure out how to do that and break the bad habit that you're in. So if
Absolutely.
we get you into this good habit first, because it's like when I was younger, people were always like, "Dude, you are always at the bar and you are always spending money." Yeah,
Yes, Raquel, I realize that. Fat fingers, I'm trying to listen to Chris, type, and whatever. So for those of you that haven't seen Raquel's short, it's not her shirt. It's her short. Go have a look. Haven't seen Raquel's
Hey, Laura.
short.
Hey,
It's not her shirt. It's her short. Go have.
there we go.
There
I
we
was
go.
gonna say you got to make a pause, but it was like they're like, "Man, you're always at the bar. You're always spending money." I said, "Yeah, you're right, because I have the money to spend." They're like, "How can you spend all of this money and live the way that you do?" I said, "Because if you notice, if I don't have the money, I'm not going out." I said, "All of my bills are paid first. Whatever I have left over, I spend on whatever I want to." I said,
Yeah.
"But I get paid once a month,
Oh, sorry.
so I pay all of my bills at the first of the month. And so whatever I have left is what I have left."
Yeah.
They're like, "You make sure your bills are paid first?" Yes, I make sure my bills are paid first.
I was always, that's the way I was always taught. You pay everything
Yeah.
off, and then whatever you've got left, well, you either put that in savings or, you just simply have a good month.
Yeah, I
Because,
mean,
you're going to have your vehicle paid, you're going to have your gas, your insurance, house, or rent, or,
yep. Bills were always paid first. And whatever was left over, that's what I went to the bar on.
And don't worry about it, Raquel. I won't point out that you just did a typo. I'm not going to highlight that to everybody to have a look at the chat and just, a poor grammar day, and yet she's still making fun of me. But I won't point that out. And, yes, you did catch it, Raquel. So Laura, did you notice who disappeared before somebody arrived?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay. Let them know. I'll keep it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the real character of that person. Not the real character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Ramsey guy.
Mhm.
I like. Yeah. Yeah. So how did the interview go, Chris?
It went really, really well.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I feel that it went really, really well.
Good. Good. Those are
And is
always. Sorry?
No, go ahead, Laura.
It's always good to have a good interview, whether you get it or not. It's just good to have a good interview and feel good about it. So.
Yeah. I mean, they ask me different questions. There's usually 3 to 4 parts to each question.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was saying yesterday, the other day, their interview process is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So they don't really point you by what you say. It's whether or not you answer all the parts of the question.
Yeah.
And I managed to, I answered all parts of the questions. I limited the like and ums and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's a
that.
hard
So
one for me, the like and ums.
Yeah. Yeah, Rebecca, Laura can see the chat. Rebecca said she just to let you know that she just joined your channel too.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca.
yeah, I thought it was funny how it was like, hey, I gotta go. Talk to y'all later.
Yeah,
And then it was like,
yeah,
Don't worry. There's people watching.
yep.
There's not 16 people participating in the chat.
Right.
There's a reason why.
Yep. Yeah,
well,
unfortunately.
it's funny because I'm quicker at getting the links than I am on getting I'm not as quick on the draw with the other yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Raquel was just fired between. I was watching here, and Raquel and Craig were just like whack-a-mole. Poof, poof,
Thank you,
poof.
Rebecca.
Well, and Vision
Yeah,
Acres
Mike
was
was in there
too.
too.
Mike was like I would get out of I would see it just, and I would hit one, and before I could hit it, they would all be done, and I'm like, I want to play too, guys. Come on.
I know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Darren.
Sometimes when you get
Go ahead.
people blocking and then somebody else unblocks, it's like, oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you were also there. I saw who was. Every one of my mods were in there, and I appreciate you guys. I probably would have just closed it down if you guys didn't stay on top. I really do appreciate you all.
Yeah, it's great to have a good team behind you.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
And couple
Well,
of
that's like in our life, we've been having somebody like, we have a nice young Abby who's, trying to learn different aspects of, the gardening, different aspects of, all those things. And in our life, she'll be in, but we have somebody that's imitating her as well. So instead of it being Bountiful Abby, it's something else Abby. So all they've done is they've changed the first part of it.
I will keep an eye out for that because there's some Abby will be in
And it just absolutely infuriates me.
asking weird questions. So
okay, well, now that I know, I will also.
Because Sarah was like, I know Abby here, but this is the Abby that I'm watching. And then all of a sudden, like, they just disappeared. Comment disappeared. Like, everything just disappeared.
That's weird.
But the Bountiful Harvest Abby was still there asking questions.
That really ticks me off because that's a minor he's messing with.
Yes, and that infuriated me when we saw that.
Thanks for letting us know, Chris. Oh, that's
because when it popped up and then it disappeared. Because Sarah was like, "This is the one that I'm curious about," and it disappeared, and I was like, I looked over at Sarah after the live, and I was like, I think Scott got it, because that's what I was thinking is that, that Scott caught that and just boom, took care of it right then. But apparently not.
Okay, well, you guys are still going live tomorrow night?
Yes.
What I'll do is sit
when
in
I
the
get-
background. Well, I'll text you, but I'll just sit in the background
Okay.
and I'll play whack-a-mole
Okay.
because I know that person you're talking about isn't in here. And hello, Yogi, Lisa,
Hey,
and Yvonne.
Lisa.
Hello, and welcome back, Thor. And I think, yeah, I'm cut back up again. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna put up with that. You know, impersonating a 16-year-old girl. So I know how Abby's looks because normally Abby checks in. Well, she checked in yesterday, so she probably won't check in today. But I know exactly, and if I see something that's not her, I'll report it as a fake account as well. Now, I have
'cause-
seen a lady from Louisiana. Her name is Abby as well. But it's something Homestead Abby. Or is it Abby and then homesteading after it? But I know both of them. So if I see anything in between, what I'll do is I'll just, and like I said, I can speak freely here because they're obviously just subscribed to you. So I've never seen that here.
Right.
Well, and we went back and looked, and Bountiful Harvest Abby is the only Abby we have subscribed to.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. So what I'll do is I will go and look this person up before I play whack-a-mole with them. And if they are a real channel, well, then maybe I'll watch a video or whatever, but know that I'm not ignoring you.
So, Chris, do you do a time where people have to be subscribed to your channel before they can comment? Because that's what we do, and that helps out a lot.
No.
Yeah.
So if they watch a video, they can comment.
Right, but on
But
your lives.
On my lives, no.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I do that, and that really makes a difference in who can come in and comment on my lives, unless they want to subscribe to my channel. But yeah,
You see,
I usually make it a day or two.
my nemesis joined all 29 of his personalities
Mm-hmm.
and got around that.
Yeah.
Because I had mine set up that way and I didn't tell anybody about it.
Right.
So obviously tried to comment, saw that he was blocked,
Mm-hmm.
and then added all 29 as subscribers. And then he was able to come in. Well, knowing full well that YouTube was going to delete them that night.
Right.
You know, I don't know, call me silly, but why would you go through all the work?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
Don't got a whole lot going on in your life,
well,
or
yeah,
something.
there's that also. You know, like how sad do you have to be?
Or that angry, right? I mean,
Yeah,
because
Well, and I've noticed too that they are only hitting those that are like 300 plus
mm-hmm.
within our community. You know, because the same one that likes to play in yours plays in Lori's sometimes too at LG.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the first time I've seen him in a week and a half.
Yeah.
Took a break.
Well, and he
I
didn't.
like to say laid low. I know more than what I'm allowed to say right now, but
I think he laid low. But
oh yeah, he's a lurker. Like I
Mhm.
guarantee you, one of his personalities are in here right now, and I really don't care.
I don't
Right.
know.
Hello, Blue Farm. I know you've been in for a while, but I've kind of been trying to catch everybody as they come in, but Because it's someone you know with an agenda. No.
I don't think that any of us know this person. Like, know them.
Don't know him personally, no.
Right.
No.
That's what I was meaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know of him, don't know him or her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him. But
Yep.
yeah, but there's no agenda other than to be a pain in the you know what. And so I'm just gonna ask that, hopefully I have as many mods next Friday whenever Casey's here. And stuff like that, we may just shut down the chat till he goes away and then bring it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if I can. I don't know. Oh, there's hey Donna, Nan's Crazy Life, and welcome
Donna.
back, brother Mike. I don't know if I can do that on StreamYard. Go.
Hi, Mike.
Hey.
I said hi, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to come back up, Mike, or come up, Mike, jump on. But it is what it is, and we'll get through it without it. It's more annoying for. Hang on. All right. It's just more of an annoyance. But yeah, no, it's definitely seems to be people 300 and above. But I have seen him in people's lives with 100 subscribers too. That's fine, Mike. I never know if you're in your office or you're driving. It's all good.
I know that we went back because we had run across one and we unsubbed. We had completely removed ourselves out of the situation, and then blocked it from us, so that they're not supposed to be able to view any of our videos. They're not supposed to be able to view any lives. No commenting, no nothing. They're supposed to be we are supposed to be completely hidden from that particular person.
Me too. It didn't work. But
well, when there's 30 personalities,
it's a lot of work to go through to hide yourself from all of that.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's it, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that you're not going to do.
Right.
Not for an annoyance. Normally they're very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Today,
not
maybe
so much.
didn't have his big boy panties on. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Or they were in a bunch. Not sure. But oh yeah, you guys signed your papers this morning too, Laura.
Yes, we did.
Yay!
Yep.
Now the pressure's on.
My house is no longer my house.
Technically, you're going to be homeless soon.
Yes, technically I am.
Until you get the other one built.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and Chris.
I'm just a homeless lady. As soon as it's filed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chris, Raquel wants you to email her so she can do the same.
We'll do.
But I think, Raquel, I've already told you. It's the same person.
Yeah.
But so yeah. Just trying to think. So those of you that just came in, my announcement is that Ormsby Farms will be in the house next Friday, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Somebody's playing with my chair.
He'll be in my house on Monday.
Yes, and he's actually going
That's
to be
exciting,
with
guys.
Chris on Monday, which is
Nice.
absolutely amazing. Casey
Yeah.
Casey's a card, and I think everybody's going to get a lot of laughs.
Good.
And I've got some pretty off the wall questions already.
I'm kind of scared because Sarah said that he sent us a thumbnail for that to put on for that day,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you should. Okay, so here's a hint, and I just learned this actually a couple days ago. The longer you can keep up your notification, the more it gets put into YouTube's algorithm. So you should get that up as soon as you can. It's not only going to help Casey, it's going to help you.
Right. But what happened was that when Sarah went to pull it up,
Yeah.
to email it to me, it wouldn't pull up. So we're trying to get that fixed. Otherwise, it would have went up already. It would have went up Wednesday night or Thursday morning.
Yeah. I haven't my algorithm. I haven't put up my notice for tomorrow when we go live. We're behind on that stuff.
Yeah, I forgot to put up my notification for Saturday, so I will have to do that tonight.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Somebody's being a bad little boy.
I thought I had sent you that, Raquel. It's been one of those weeks. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. It's been one of those months.
We're still playing with the whole Saturday, Monday thing, so
I think you're gonna do, once people know you're on Saturdays, you're gonna do better on Saturdays.
yeah. So what I think we're gonna do, I think right now what we're gonna do is one of the things that we're kind of tossing around is that I'll do a Saturday ordeal. And then me and her will do a Monday thing because she prefers it more in the week.
Yeah.
And not on the weekends. And I think we'll do better on Saturday once it gets put out. So
Yeah.
So I think for a little while we're gonna probably do both, a Saturday and a Monday, until we kind of figure out if we want to keep doing it that way or if we want to solely go to Saturdays or. Because the thing is usually on Saturdays, that's when we do the majority of our work because I'm off work.
Yeah.
And so it kind of cuts our day short.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So you got all your heat lamps up, ready to go in the stables, or?
They're all up.
Hey?
They're all up. The only ones that are on right now are the ones in the goat barn.
Yeah. Well,
and that's because we've got the baby.
Yeah.
We have a freeze warning in place for tonight, so I may go ahead and kick the one on in the chicken coop tonight. But I don't know.
All right,
Mm.
LP. You have a great weekend.
Bye, LP. It's 60 degrees here right now.
Yeah, I was quite surprised to know that it was as warm as it is here.
I don't know what it is here, but the wind's blowing.
I think it's
The
colder
wind
in
is quite chilly.
here.
Yeah, we're starting to drop right now. We're already down to 54. And we are supposed to get to 37 tonight.
That's quite a change. That's the kind of weather that makes people sick, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then our good friend Raquel
Mm-hmm.
is sending me that white garbage that's on her front lawn Sunday night into Monday morning.
Oh,
Well,
that's
she
so
said there was like a 3-foot drifts.
No, I wouldn't say 3-foot drifts, but she said it was up to her knees.
nice.
Well, I don't know how tall she is, so I was thinking, 2 to 3 feet.
I suppose. Thanks, LP. Have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll see you in somebody's live along the way.
Yep.
And you
So,
never
yeah.
know, there could actually be some 4-foot drifts in there somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Just
So we're
depending on
supposed to
how
get
How the wind
We're supposed
blows.
Sunday, Monday, and then Saturday, Sunday, we're supposed to get quite a bit of snow. And Kyle's going out to play war in the field.
Oh,
send that
yeah.
my way.
They'll be playing in some snow.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Well,
he's
they'll be
driving
playing,
so
but
he
they
gets,
won't- Yeah.
gets to sleep in his truck
Yeah.
and not a tent.
Yeah. Stay a lot drier.
Yep. A lot warmer too.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're this temperature. Well, I shouldn't say that. His sleeping bags are. He puts the two of them together and he wears a toque. And well, Chris, you know what they're like. They're just like an oven.
The snow can kind of isolate or not isolate,
Insulate.
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 Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. In those tents, though, sometimes.
Yeah.
The cool part about those sleeping bags is that once you get past the initial cold inside those things and it gets warmed up because of your body heat, they are perfect
Mm-hmm.
So
until you get up in the next morning and have to climb out of that sucker.
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't. Everybody learns very quickly, and I tried to tell him, but Dad doesn't know anything. It's not
Yeah.
like I've been around these sleeping bags my whole life. Growing up right beside a military base, large military base, those are the sleeping bags that I have. And I told him, wear nothing in it except a toque. Put your clothes at your toes. Why? I'm like, dude, I'm just going to tell you one. You'll learn quickly. I
Yep.
said, if you're doing some winter exercises, I said, double bag, not a stitch of clothes on, but your toque, and put your clothes at your feet. First weekend, he froze his butt off.
Right.
He went in with all his clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the weekend after, they were up there, and the sergeant was like, "What are you clowns doing?
Yep.
Strip down, put on your toque, get in there, put your clothes in there." Oh, geez, that kept me warm. You think?
Mm-hmm.
I always pulled my boots off, climbed into my and took my top off, my top blouse off, and climbed into my sleeping bag and then stripped all the way down and just kind of kicked everything to the foot of my sleeping bag.
Yep.
Yeah, it took me a little, like when I first heard about doing that, because I used to just sleep in my clothes. And I would wake up and go, why am I so cold?
Yeah.
And then finally somebody was like, dude, are you sleeping in your clothes inside your sleeping bag? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, no, don't do that.
You're sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
putting
like,
moisture
no, don't
in
do
there.
that. They're like, strip completely, start naked in your sleeping bag, throw everything at the foot of your. They're like, boots and everything go to the foot of your sleeping bag.
I never put my boots in there, but all right, Matt, you have a great weekend, buddy, and I'll see you, I don't know, somewhere. And I will, if I forget to send you a message yet tonight, Matt, send me a reminder.
Well, a lot of places that we trained at, we had problems with spiders and scorpions and all of that. So,
Yeah. I can see that.
so we would put our boots in the bottom of our sleeping bags to keep that from happening, keep them from getting filled with spiders and scorpions and stuff. So that's the only reason we did it was more for bug control than it was or insect control than it was to keep them warm.
Yeah. Jesse, you're never late. I'm starting to wonder if you're not Harvey.
Hey, Jesse.
We had our special little friend here and all the mods. You would have been proud, Mod Father.
Well, we had to step up because he wasn't here.
That's right. Hot fingers, Jesse. And what did you win? A shirt from MT Homestead. Should be on its way. I can't. Were you guys in that live?
No, I missed it. I missed it Wednesday night because I had
questions. It was all questions about them. The only one that I missed was the number that you had to pick. The first one they did, and I knew all the rest. Actually, I guessed at the one I won. I guessed at that one, but something had told me that Germany was the answer, and I'm like, yeah, and it was. So I've got a cool T-shirt coming.
Nice.
And between Jesse and I, we were sitting there going, like I was getting so antsy. I had the video that all the answers were in queued up. I was going to put it in the chat. And then Jesse, he just blurred out the answer for somebody else to type it in. It was funny.
That's funny.
Oh, Raquel, see, all that I've got is your Instagram, and you don't answer during a live. So shoot me your number, and I'll text you the answers. It's not the first person I've done it to. Yeah. And there was one question. It was, the names of their turkeys. They say it in just about every video. It's Pip and Peep. And I'm sitting there, oh my God. And I'm like, I tried to give a whole bunch of hints, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. Thank God Debbie didn't go to bed early that day because I was sitting in bed just rolling laughing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you on that one, Charles. You were right behind me, I think. But yeah, as soon as Mike I'm like, I think that's Germany. G'day, Mr. Perkins. See how quick that was? How are you, sir?
Perkins.
Yeah, it's
Hopefully Louisiana's treating you well.
we had a work party because we had one, her last day was on Wednesday, the 10th. And then we've got another coworker whose last day is on the 19th. And so Wednesday we had a little going away get together up in Grove. I didn't get home till almost 9 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
And then I'm just going down the thing here. Hello, Susan Tucker from
Yeah, hi,
Colorado.
Colorado.
Did you see Jesse's question to you, Laura?
No, I missed it.
All right. I have a question for Laura. How many hedgehogs are on your property?
I have no idea if there's any hedgehogs other than me and the mister. So that's who we call hedgehogs. So because it's close to our last name. So
So are you oh, Jesse, did you get on to Raquel's did you see her short she put out today? That nasty white stuff is heading this way.
It's not nasty.
oh,
Then
it
I
is.
hope it takes a
It's so
Right
beautiful.
to you.
It is beautiful.
Bring it
You don't
on.
have to shovel it, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to pay. It's probably going to
You
be
can afford a
$700
snowblower.
this year for somebody to look after my snow because I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And my boy's
I'll
not
just-
home to do it.
I'll just throw my truck in 4-wheel drive and keep it down off my driveway.
You know what though? Snow builds,
Mm-hmm.
then
It does.
becomes ice,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't
When
have to
you-
worry about the ice.
When you pack it down
until
with
it's
your
spring.
truck, it gets really icy.
And then in the spring, it gets to clear ice, and then it costs you about another $75 for salt, sand. Yeah, trust me.
It's
You know,
it's
it's
nice
funny
when you-
because all they do on our road is they'll salt and sand the bridge.
Mhm.
Nothing else gets touched.
Mm.
They'll come up and they'll salt and sand the bridge before it gets real bad, and then they don't touch it. They don't touch it the rest of the time.
Wow.
Yeah, but let's face it, most of your snow is going to melt within a week, anyways. Even your big storm you got last year was gone within a week.
Yeah, but so the really big storm we had. Oh, it's probably been 10, 12 years ago now, roughly. That was there. You know, we had stuff on the ground for a couple months. Roads got cleared, you know, fairly quickly, but yeah, it was on
But
the
you
ground.
guys
for
really-
several months.
Yeah, you guys don't have near the amount of plows.
Yeah.
You know, you guys
No.
have maybe, I think Brandon said just for his county, I think they have like 3 plows. Well, we probably have 200 plows for our county,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so it you just can't compare, right? It's,
Right.
Right. I mean, for
Yeah.
our county, so we have one of the largest counties in Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but it's a lot of rural, you know, county.
Yeah.
So I mean, we probably have 6 to 8 for our county, which you know is not bad, but yeah, we could definitely use a few more.
Yeah.
I've got 7. I have 7 for our municipality. So that's just our little township,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's
But that's the difference where it snows like here in Oregon. They probably have like 15 plows in the Portland metro area.
Okay.
It's a pretty big city. But I think that's all of Multnomah County that's for. It's a big county. But it snows maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, if it snows at all. And then you're looking at a couple inches. We had like 2 feet last year, and that stuck around for a good long time because there's not enough plows. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it was an unusual year last year. So,
Whereabouts are you again, Squirrel? I want to say Illinois, but I know I should know this, but
Squirrel.
I
Squirrel.
magnet fishing. Magnet fishing.
Hmm.
I think he's in the Midwest there somewhere. So, Susan, you say that you live in the Banana Belt. Now, what would that be?
Georgia.
No,
Florida.
she said Colorado and the not the Bible Belt, the Banana Belt.
Well, I was thinking more of the tropical side of the country.
Yeah, that's right too, Laura. Lisa's from Oregon, I believe. So
yeah.
Roseburg, Salem, they have family.
Yeah, yep.
So Susan, you have to be in the base of the hills then in Colorado, in between the mountains and the desert. Is that what
That's what they usually call the Banana Belt.
Royal George area?
The Royal Gorge area.
Gorge. Yes. There's
Yeah.
not an E there.
Let me tell you, they have a wooden bridge that crosses that thing. And when you walk across it or drive across it, you can feel the whole thing move. I don't remember how deep it is, but it's a long way down.
She's saying yes.
Yeah.
I used to live about an hour from there.
Okay.
So we used to go to the sand dunes of Colorado, and we used to go to the Royal Gorge a lot when I lived out there.
Yeah, she said it sways if there's any wind.
Any wind at all, that sucker sways, and it sways.
Much like the Ambassador Bridge that goes from Detroit to Windsor. I was stuck up there about 2005. The U.S. Customs were shut down. There was something wrong with the computers, and they couldn't let us big trucks through because they have to do all our way bills. And
Right.
none of us had clearance because it was all done on the computer. And it was sketchy.
Yeah.
I was up on top of that bridge and I was moving 6 inches. And whenever you have a whole bunch of big trucks up on top of a big bridge like that, weighted right to the nines, and that wind's howling and it's pushing you 6 inches side to side, you get a real uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach.
Right. I went across the San Francisco Bridge one time. My sister lived there. Her husband was in the Navy, and so she lived in Presidio, which is just right off that bridge, and it was really, really windy, and we felt that. That was not fun at all. I couldn't imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, Susan said she lives near the Arkansas River.
Okay. I used to live in Walsenburg, Colorado.
Cool. She said
Between-
you should go to Bishop's Castle.
Yeah, I never got that opportunity. I really,
I'd,
I really wanted to go, but didn't get the opportunity when I lived out there. Because I actually
I'd
lived between Pueblo and Trinidad.
okay. She said that runs through the gorge.
Yes.
Um, I've only been to Colorado once, and that was to go over the Rockies on my way out to BC.
So you probably
And
took I-70
yeah, I think so.
through
And like
Denver.
I say, it was winter time, and whenever I looked up, I couldn't see the top of the snowbanks, and I was
Yeah,
in an 18-wheeler.
you
So
crossed the pass
yeah.
on
That's
I-70.
yeah, that's
So
pretty
she
high.
said Wallenberg is south of her.
Yep. Walsenburg would be south of where she's at.
Oh, I live in Cannon City.
Oh, okay. I know where that's at. Beautiful country up there too.
And Mike said Pueblo's a great place. I was there. I was in the Springs.
Yeah, Colorado Springs. Been there too.
Oh my God, 15 prisons in a 6-mile radius.
That's crazy.
That would
There,
be a, can you say that would be a state or county that would have a lot of money?
there, there are more prisons in the state of Colorado than there are churches.
Wow.
That's wild. And I've got on to like our justice system up here is a joke. And I've got on, I'm watching like true crime and
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube here. If I'm bored one night, I'll watch these like different prisons, like, you know, maximum security for adults and then maximum security for kids. And yeah, like, you know, our folks up here, it's a cakewalk compared to what I see that's going on down there. Like, it's crazy, you know. And we have one place not that far from here that next summer, we've wanted to for a while now, but they closed it down. The Kingston Penitentiary, it used to be the largest penitentiary in Ontario.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
It had all the big names stayed there. And
I
now they
saw
offer
a documentary on that one time.
yes. Oh, there's been documentaries.
There's been several documentaries on it.
Yeah.
That I've watched.
So one of the she was assistant to the warden. Her brother was good friends with us, and they've since closed it down and it's now open. I think it's $60 and you can like go through and see everything.
Correct. That's
and
cool.
They're actually making enough to keep it open.
Right.
But I know I delivered there back in 2008. I picked up a full load of carrots. Oh my God. Down, it was south of Hershey, Pennsylvania. Little, you know, this farm didn't look like it had the potential to grow what I picked up. I had a reefer on the back, 53-footer, and I was packed right the max weight, and I brought it up here, and I had 3 different drops, and one was at the Kingston Pen. 7 hours. I was not allowed to leave my truck. If I had to use the bathroom, they A guard stood at my door of my truck. 2 guards took me to the bathroom. 1 stood outside. 1 stood inside. And I'm like, really? I'm not in this place. He's like, and he was an older gentleman. He said, son, I'm not worried about you. I want you to leave alive. Because he said, they play games in here. And you don't have the proper stuff to protect yourself. And I went, great. Give me back to my truck.
Give me back to my truck. I'll just pee in a bottle.
That's what I did the rest of the day. I did not leave my truck. I was like, oh boy. Yeah. But I've delivered to 2 of them. That was max. And then we have another one here near Joyceville, which, they're maybe half-hour distance. But those are the people that are 2 years less a day. So I guess they would be provincially, that would be a provincial jail, where
Minimum.
Kingston was a federal. And
So there's a prison just outside Wilsonburg where I was living at,
okay.
and it's a minimum security prison.
Okay, Mike, take care, buddy.
Take care, Mike.
Us.
Yeah, it's getting pretty close to you to have to run your
Yes.
errands.
Yeah, I gotta jump out of here in about 8 minutes. Because it's almost 4:00 here, and I have to start my dough and then get over to the grocery store and go get my meds and all that good stuff. So yeah, to visit, that would be really cool, Jesse. And if you ever do, make sure you got your cameras rolling if you can. He wants to go to NORAD in Colorado and Steamboat Springs.
I know when I was out there, you couldn't tour NORAD yet. I don't know if you can now or not.
There must be some kind of information place or.
Yeah, there is. I know. Well, I lived there in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And at that time, you couldn't
Susan
tour,
said no.
like you couldn't just tour the prisons. So I didn't think you could tour NORAD.
Yeah, she said
I want to go to Alcatraz.
I would love to go there.
I've
I
been
would
there.
love to go to Alcatraz.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. The waters
I've
around
watched
it are
every
crazy.
movie, I've watched every documentary. That
Mhm.
place fascinates me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'd hate to stay there.
Oh yeah, no. I would.
Yeah.
I'd probably soil my shorts if I ever stayed there with the amount of, whatever you call that, the ghosts and goblins, or there's a lot of bad spirits.
Yeah.
Because there was only ever one person escaped from there, correct? That lived.
Okay, so
I think so.
I think there was one.
there was
2 that tried.
And he didn't swim out. The one
there
that
was a group of 3. It was a group of 3 men that they have not proven nor disproven whether they survived or not. There has been some documents that have popped up and pictures of the individuals that did escape. 2 of the individuals that did escape from that, because they were brothers, but they weren't able to prove it. Like, they weren't able to completely prove it at that time. So I want to say that altogether, there's one that they know for a fact escaped and survived.
Yeah.
2 possible who have escaped and survived. Everyone else has failed. They've either died or were captured.
Well, that's it, because there's so many sharks around there that go ahead and swim. You're going to be eaten. And Jesse said, just go ahead and rob a bank, Chris. You'll get to stay there for free. I know.
No,
it's been
because
closed.
Alcatraz is shut down.
It's
been
been
closed
a long
forever.
time, but I don't even know if they'd put you over there for robbing a bank.
No,
I
knowing
think
my
that was-
luck, I would end up in McAllister.
Oh, that's right. Down by near Terry and Mike, there's a big one, eh?
Yeah, it's the Oklahoma State prison.
Okay. All right. But anyways, guys, I hate to cut this short, but I got to cut it short.
I totally understand.
All right, we will see you guys tomorrow night.
What's that?
I said we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
I
Yep.
will definitely see you tomorrow night. And I will see you tomorrow night and Mike's as well right after you. So don't
That's
forget,
right.
Chris, E3 Farmstead. If you're not subscribed, one of the mods want to throw Chris's link up. They go live tomorrow night, 6:30 Central,
Yes,
7:30.
6:30.
Yeah, 6:30 Central. And then right from Chris's, we go over to Vision Acres.
Vision Acres. Literally, they leave me 5 minutes before I'm done to start theirs, and then as soon as I shut mine down, I've already got theirs pulled up to go straight into. So
Just let me
Nice.
where and what's your account out there, Chris?
do what?
Your count. Oh, 157. You gained 1 sub.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't looked.
I just told you. Because I am. Oh, okay. There we go. Jesse's got it. So
You
if
tell me
you're not-
every week.
Huh?
I said you just tell me every week, so
Well, I like to keep.
I don't. I don't have to look. Scott tells me every week.
Exactly. Well, we got to
Yep.
keep. We're just waiting on you. As soon as you hit 500, I'm trying to get yous up equal with us. So there you go. Blue Farm.
I
Just
know,
subbed to you.
it's
Susan
coming.
Tucker just subscribed to you. So
Like I
Nice.
said earlier in chat, we keep jumping so fast because everyone wants to see us in a moo.
Yep. I want to see you in a moo.
thanks, Laura.
It'll have to wait until spring or summer, spring,
Uh-huh.
because
Us
I'm not doing that in the winter
Ladies wear
time.
dresses in the winter. Mm-hmm. You
Well,
can always put on.
I'll guarantee you
leggings.
one thing. I'll have insulated knickers on. So Susan
I'll-
said her hubby wants to start a YouTube channel. Well,
Cool.
you've come to the right community.
Yep.
that's right.
Any questions? Pretty much anybody in my lives, their lives, will help you out. Great community, and
Yep.
depending on what
wonderful
your
community.
genre is, I tend to. I'm gardening. I'm actually everything.
You're a homestead kind of thing.
Well, kind of gardening,
Yeah.
homestead,
Yeah.
master of none.
Same here. Same here.
That's it.
You're a jack of all trades and a master of none, huh?
Amen.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Think we're jack of all trades, master of none is going to build a house at our homestead. So it should be interesting.
But he's got an ENG at the end of his name, does he not?
No, nope.
Oh,
He's an accountant.
I thought he was I thought in the military he was an engineer.
No, he was a helicopter
Okay.
mechanic. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
Well,
So we'll
well,
see.
Susan, if you're goofy, you'll fit right into the Misfits.
Most definitely.
Yep.
We don't proclaim to be straight laced or
Thank you, Susan.
we
Yeah.
like to laugh.
Yeah, we're a bunch of goofy bunch, and that's how it is on YouTube.
Yep.
So
If you're
Oh,
more serious, then probably this community ain't for you. But if
mhm.
you like to laugh and joke and give as much as you take,
Yeah, you're going to
You'll
be
fit in
stressed
great.
out if you're.
No, you said that all wrong, Scott. You said that all wrong. It's if you give as much as you receive, because we in this community don't take.
true. You just
Yeah.
are giving it all the time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
No, there's
Yeah.
absolutely there's serious. We're serious about some stuff. Maybe not serious, but just keep watching the shelves and you'll see the shortages happening, and
Mhm.
we like to be prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, we take certain topics very seriously.
Yeah.
But
Now I'm not sure which one of us Jesse's talking about, but says she's at least the prettiest misfit. I guess we'll have to give that one to Laura.
I know I am. I'm so glad to have
You're
that
so-
title.
you're so
Shucks, let me fix
pretty.
my hair.
You're so pretty, Korea.
Hey, I'm one of the gals in Alicia's because I'm typically the only male there.
Yeah. Pretty
Craig
much.
said, not goofy, it's pronounced passionate.
There
That's
you
right.
go. There you go.
That's like I was the only guy in our little deal on Wednesday night,
Mhm.
and so when they took the picture, they captioned it,
Mhm.
"Girls' Night with Chris."
Love it. Love it.
I'm like, it's okay. I'm used to it. I'm usually the only guy, so it's all good.
Yep. Anyways, guys, I gotta fly.
Have a good one, guys. We'll see you
Bye.
guys tomorrow night.
See you guys
Bye.
tomorrow night. Actually, I'll probably see you tonight in either Ricky's live or Lisa's live or
Somebody-
If we get home in time, you'll see us there. But
oh right,
like I said earlier, we got to go meet Sarah's mom and stepdad for dinner. So it depends on what time we get home.
All right, guys. Well, everybody
All
have a
right.
safe, wonderful.
Bye.
Bye, Laura.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Chris. So everybody have a very blessed weekend, and we will see you on the other side. Take care, and a big thank you to all my mods again. It was a battle today, but we got through it, and I appreciate